that.
Anyways, I left the work in and I went to Eritrea for a month. And Eritreans...
Yeah, what was that like?
Pentecostal kind of like...
Doctrine,
kind of like worshippers, whatever, yeah, when you want to say it. Like, us basically, they get persecuted there. They're not allowed to have like fellowship. They're not allowed to have services like that. So you have Orthodox, yeah, Catholic, and then Muslims. And the country is divided by those three. Everyone else is kind of like... Yeah, so you're not allowed to do those kind of things. So there's kind of like... There's underground stuff in it.
Holy Spirit ministration there.
Yeah, there's underground sort of stuff going on there, innit?
You can't be speaking in tongues in that.
You were speaking in tongues in an Orthodox church. Yeah, you get kalas. Like, you get in trouble for that. Like, they think like it's like a demonic thing, and like there's like a way that they do it, and like it's just bare like they don't allow the thing in it. Yeah. So me going there, I was thinking like, cool, that solitude. Like, I just stay in my room all day, read my Bible. I went there, and then like we know some people there in it, and like we were helping them with the Christian stuff there, and then like obviously we're just helping them out, sort of thing. I don't even know how much I can say, but we're just helping them out, sort of thing. And then like I met some people, some young people like us there in it, even younger than us, like 16, 17 year old sort of thing in it. And we're just walking around the city centre, and we're just chopping it about God every single week, like all the time. And like, and I said to them, I said to them like, one of them was like, he just came out of prison. Literally the day I arrived, he came out of prison, and he was like, yeah man, like prison was hard, like it was really hard in that, and like, you know, what can you expect from a prison, innit? Mm-hmm. Like maybe you guys' prisons are nicer because it's in London, innit? But he was like, prison was hard, innit? And I was like, bro, I don't know how you do it. I was like, bro, how do you do it? Like, how do you like pray knowing that if they catch you, or go worship or go church knowing if they catch you, you go to prison and that? And he was like, I don't know, like, how do you guys live in a world with pornography and social media and all that sort of stuff? Like, we don't have that internet stuff here. And I was like, yeah, no, but like, this is your life, innit? And he's like, what? Like, dying to pornography isn't dying as well. And I was like,
was cooking,
I was like, bro, I was like,
that's a good bar, bro.
Yeah, I was like, no, I was like, yeah, I was scratching my head. I was thinking like, bro, like, you're in prison, you don't eat, you don't drink, you don't do nothing. Like, I can go pray in the middle of the street if I wanted to. Mm-hmm. Like, I can go to Parliament and pray outside there if I wanted to. And then he was like, yeah, I know, but like, when you go home and you turn on your phone, or you watch TV, or you go to movies, or you go with your friends, you got partying, drinking, sex, drugs, all of these are accessible to you, they're at your fingertip. And I was like, yeah, but like, that's not like, I can survive, like, you don't survive life. And he's like, bro, like, when you're spiritually dead, you're spiritually dead. And I was like, cool. Nah. I was like, and then he was like, yeah. And then he was like, and then he said to me like, your challenges are your challenges. Mm-hmm. Be boastful in Christ that he saves you from your challenges. My challenges are mine. I'll be boastful in Christ that he saves me from mine. Now, when you look at me, when he said, he said, when you look at me, like, I was so shocked because he was 14, and I was like,
14 in prison.
Yeah.
What do you do
for Christ?
Huh?
He's in prison for Christ.
Yeah.
Oh,
they made a song and put it on YouTube, innit? And like the government saw it and they just arrested all the people there. So the thing was, yeah, he was like,
crazy.
He was like, so when you look at me and I'm in prison and I'm suffering, all I want is your prayers. And when you're in your world living, all I'm gonna do is give you my prayers to you.
Yeah, it's not about that comparison.
Yeah, he was like,
exactly. Who's struggling more kind of.
He was like, when I heard that you're coming, like, and that you're a Christian and like you have a Christian podcast and you've been trying and you're striving and you're struggling, but whatever you're doing it, he was like, that was amazing for me. He was like, I was amazed. Like, for us, that's even better than like not denying Christ in front of a gun. Like, he was like, going to prison and doing what you do, like your challenge is harder than mine. And I was like, bro, like, you really think like that? And he's like, I swear to you, like, a challenge is a challenge, innit? Like, the same God that helps me through mine is the same God that helps you through yours, innit? Like, we just have to give him the same praise. Mm-hmm. And when he broke it down to me like that, it was like, I don't know, like, it was just adding to my faith. Like, it was building my faith, innit? And then, like, I was talking to other people, and like, even the young kids, like, there was a kid there, she's like 12, 11, and we're doing like a Bible quiz thing. And like, she was like, we were asking each other questions, so you have to ask harder questions. She was asking me questions about like the Old Testament that I knew, but like, how the hell does she know? Like, why is she talking about like customs? They just know their Bible. And then they were like,
she's 11.
Yeah, she was like, they were just like chopping it up, and I was thinking like, raw, like you guys should be like with us, like. And they're like, yeah, but like so many people, they live in Eritrea, like they'll grow in Christ, they have the medium to do that. They become strong Christians, like amazing Christians, and they go to your country and we never hear from them again. So like, and then again, the guy said the same thing. That's when I was trying to compare the thing, and he was just like, they were giving me a schooling, like it was a schooling, like it was like I was getting chinged, and like there was like there was a 6-year-old kid there, yeah, bro, like. You know when like someone is genuinely like, you know, kids are innocent or whatever, but like, you know when Christ said, oh, leave your children, let them come to me. Like that's the philosophy that the parents had when they're raising their children. That kid, I swear to God, like I've never met him before. Like when I last came to Eritrea, he wasn't even born. He wasn't even a thought in his parents' mind. Bro, he saw me, yeah, and he was like, oh, man of God, how are you today? Like whenever he talks to me, he's like, oh, man of God, how are you today? Oh, child of Christ, how are you today? Oh, you look so good today. It's the glory of God shining on you. I was thinking like, you're 6 years old, bro. What are you talking like this for? And he was like, oh, like, I don't know, like Christ loves me, and like, I'm just gonna love everyone the way he loved me. And like, they just keep Christianity to its roots. Pure Christianity, bro. Pure. Like the undiluted stuff, like, VVS Christianity, bro. This is what it is. And I was thinking to myself, like, where did I go wrong, innit? And then like, it wasn't even like I went to work and that. It's just like my mentality, like even during uni, like it was shifting. Like as I grew up, I was becoming more aware of the world and not more aware of like what Christ wanted from me, sort of thing. Like even like the podcast and everything, like doing TikToks or doing YouTube stuff or editing, whatever it is, like it's like we said when we first started, like it's a blessing given by God, isn't it? Like I'm meant to look after it, sort of thing. And like I didn't care for it in as much as I cared for the future that I wanted. You know what I'm trying to say? And God, like he didn't even punish me for it. Like I walked into it myself, sort of thing. Like sometimes like God will punish you in it, but like this one, I won't even say God punished me. Like this was just me doing me in it. Like, and like what did I expect? You know what I'm trying to say? And like that was like how I was so kind of like distant from like my responsibilities. Like I was taking on responsibilities that weren't God's, in it. But then now I'm back in there and I'll just do things.
Yes.
Eritrea was a learning curve.
I don't have to say anything, bro.
Nah,
we can leave it there.
Yeah,
You just cooked.
We need to.
I think
we need to arrange some flights. We might need to go on a
bro, I can't lie.
Eritrea trip.
If you guys come to Eritrea, bro, like we were saying it earlier, innit? Like, oh, it must be easy. It must be.
Now it's just
yeah, like no, that's what's happening in Eritrea as well. That's what's happening in Eritrea as well. Like we're just so far behind, so it's kind of like the people there, they think, oh, Eritrea is like, yeah, like everyone's just so like on the floor, like no one's really like doing anything special, and no one's really making that kind of money. But like now, like the Western influence is coming in there, they're worried because it's like if we just become another Western country, or we just become another country like that, like what happens to our children? Like what happens to the purity in Christ that we have? Like how do you protect that? And it's like that's their struggle, in it. And like they will just show me like there's so much space that God has for us Christians to work in, that like even though it's good to work in this world and earn money, like what are we doing for the faith? Like
the kingdom.
What are we doing for the kingdom, innit? Because like countries like Eritrea, there's plenty of countries, plenty of islands like this in the world, innit? Like what are we doing for them, like to protect them, innit? Like none of us can say there's a Christian country in the world, like a country that you look at and you're like, you know what, like their principles are Christian. There's no drinking
from like the government all the way down.
Yeah, like government down. There's no, but we look at Muslims and we're like, oh, there's like Muslim countries that their principles are all Muslim. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it's like where and like when I was in Eritrea, I felt like this is like a Christian country. You know what I mean? I can grow in here, but like that isn't the platform that God gave me to grow in. God told me to grow in here with you guys, with the troubles here, whatever it is, building me up the way He wants to, innit? And I neglected that. When I went to Eritrea, I saw how I neglected it, and then kind of like
you're back
full circle,
innit? Yeah.
You cooked, bro. It was beautiful.
I didn't say a word, you know.
It's beautiful.
Just he went, hey,
very, very beautiful.
Take
man.
that in it. Watch it again and again and again.
So I'm back in it, like
listen again and again.
Things
bro, you said it, bro. They're all accountable to you, bro. You're accountable to all of them, innit?
Bible study was the funniest.